This slice of glittering coastline is one of the last untouched gems of the Mediterranean. On the west coast of Albania, this wild paradise has avoided the mass development that lines the surrounding coast.
The coastal area here, it's also one of the most important marine biodiversity areas that we have.
But it's under threat. Plans have been greenlit for the beach and the nearby island to be the site of a multi-billion-dollar casino and luxury resort, sparking a historic wave of anti-government fury. Protesters call it the Flamingo Revolution. And leading the push to transform Albania's rugged coast are Jared Kushner and his wife, the US President's daughter, Ivanka Trump.
We were just captivated, and it stayed with us ever since.
7:30 is in Albania, the scene of a high-stakes battle for the Balkan coast and the sovereign identity of a nation. Zvenets, a pristine peninsula on the Mediterranean. Behind the beach is the vast Nata Lagoon, home to a thriving natural ecosystem and thousands of flamingos visible from the shoreline year-round. Aleksandar Traje is a leading environmentalist here.
It's a true biodiversity gem that we have, and one of the last ones that is remaining in the country. We have invested so much in this area to be protected as it is, and to be one of the last stretches of the Mediterranean, I would say, that is void of intensive human intervention.
The human intervention will soon be coming, and it's being driven by Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and his wife, Ivanka Trump.
It's an unbelievable, beautiful 1,400-hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean. The ability to...
Ivanka Trump spoke about her and her husband's island dream resort on a podcast in May, but plans have been in the works for several years. Mr. Kushner is closely intertwined with his father-in-law's administration, acting as a shadow mediator in conflicts in the Middle East and Ukraine. And it was in 2021 when he and his wife set their sights on Albania.
We were on our friend Nat Rothschild's boat.
And we stopped for a swim. Effectively, that's how we found it.
The country just had incredible natural beauty, but it seemed like a place that nobody knew.
We swam to the islands. We went on a hike, barefoot all the way up to the top, and we were just captivated.
My very first reaction when actually Ivanka mentioned that she had walked barefoot up the island, I was quite surprised because the terrain is quite rough. It's very hard to walk those distances on that terrain, even with proper hiking boots.
As far as you know, what are the plans for the development on this stretch of beach, but also the island?
On the island, there's what we know is that there's going to be some luxurious villas or a more sort of high-end type of real estate that's going to be developed there. What is clear is that in Zvenets, in the area where we are now, the scale and the intensity of the construction is going to be much, much more.
Design drafts leaked online show Trump and Kushner and their Qatari developers are planning a luxury metropolis, thousands of rooms, a casino, yacht club and a water park.
To be the complete destruction of the ecosystem here. I mean, we are talking about the most fragile part of this protected area, the land that divides the lagoon with the sea.
Aleksandar says he's been kept in the dark on all of it.
We were never consulted, we were never approached.
From Zvenets, it's a 30-minute boat ride to Sazan Island. Both are part of the massive development. This island was a secretive military base for 70 years, but it's since been rebranded as a tourist destination. So this is Sazan Island, the island that Jared Kushner and his wife Ivanka Trump supposedly found. But that could have been a poor choice of words because there are tourists right across this port. There's already infrastructure here. And in fact, the people on that passenger ferry just behind me are having lunch at the moment. And back on the mainland, just 10 kilometres from the development site, is Vlora. Once a sleeping fishing village, now it's a booming resort city. In warmer climes, Albania's population swells from about 2.5 million to around 9 million, and many of its visitors flock to beaches here on the west.
I just really love the scenery. I like the mountains, I like the sea.
If you go to Spain, you see similar thing. If you go to Miami, you see similar thing. And why not to be in Albania?
35 years ago, this country was one of the poorest in Europe. Tourism has been a core pillar in its economic reinvention. So this is Tirana?
Yes, Tirana, National Park in Tirana.
Beautiful. In the mountains above Albania's capital, Kushtem Devershi runs the Panorama Hotel and Restaurant. He's been in the business since just after communism fell.
It's all very nice here.
He considers himself a friend of several former Albanian prime ministers and the current one.
Edi Rama.
Edi Rama, you like him?
Edi Rama,
You like?
for me, Edi Rama is excellent.
He's happy with the direction of the country.
Vlora është qyteti turistik më I bukur shqiptar edhe investimet e viteve të fundit atje po I rrisin shumë vlerat Vlorës.
So do you support the Trump development then?
Unë personalisht edhe shoqata që unë drejtoj, edhe qeveria shqiptare, mbështesim investimin e familjes Trump e cila ofron për Shqipërinë, për Ishullin e Sazanit një investim gjigant I cili do të rrisi nivelin cilësor të turizmit shqiptar.
In June, when private security forcibly removed a protester at the Kushner Trump site, a video of the incident went viral.
Whoa! Whoa!
Thousands of Albanians took to the streets in the most explosive anti-government sentiment seen here since the Iron Curtain collapsed. And the protests continue every evening in Tirana's main square. Among the demonstrators is Ava Kashova, a former journalist and now a sustainable tourism campaigner.
People are protesting because they think that Albania is on sale or for sale, because they think that the government is giving our land to foreign investors based on some laws that they cooked in the parliament, but they didn't make anything transparent.
After introducing a law to fast-track investments in tourism in 2016, Prime Minister Edi Rama amended another in 2024, which cleared the way for five-star resorts to be built on previously protected land.
For the communities, they are left behind. And I see all these developments from the point of view from communities living there, and they are not profiting at all.
What made you want to come and protest every day?
So our country is deeply corrupted and we don't believe that Albanian citizens will profit anything from this resort or from these investments.
Much of the anger is directed at the country's highest office.
The Prime Minister has done it all behind closed doors. This is the reaction of people saying like, hey, you haven't even told us, and here we find out that our coastline has been sold out.
All these issues have been piling up for a long time in Albania, and unexpectedly and suddenly and spontaneously, let's say, they accumulated to this one project.
Redi Mucci is an Albanian parliamentarian. He's had a front row seat to high-level politics and land deals in Albania.
It's not the problem the family Trump is developing in Albania itself. It's more to do with the corruption that's behind it.
While there's no allegation of wrongdoing against Jared Kushner, his company or the project developers, Albania's anti-corruption unit has accused a Miami-based businessman who sold the land for the resort of forging the deeds and of allegedly laundering drug money, accusations he denies.
These are the people who supposedly are benefiting from the fact that it's the Prime Minister himself who signs the permits.
Reddy Mucci is demanding scrutiny over the Prime Minister's personal power to greenlight developments through a national committee. He says the Trump-Kushner resort, for many, was the final straw.
It's covered in the veil of Ivanka walking barefoot on the island. It has a funny aspect to it, but for Albanians it's related to many years of bad government, let's say.
Edi Rama has been pushing for Albania to join the European Union. In July, the Prime Minister promised to work with the EU Commission to revise Albania's investment and environmental laws, but he continues to support the resort plans.
The project does not aim to brutalize a beautiful place. It aims to regenerate it.
In a statement, Jared Kushner's business partner told 730 the goal of the project is to celebrate Albania's natural beauty, create jobs and build something for future generations. There's still no timeline on when Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump's island dream will become a reality, but surveyors have been spotted on the beach. A service road has already been constructed. And while the government has granted the couple preliminary approval, court cases and concerns from the EU could delay the project for several years. The people here say the Flamingo Revolution will march on for as long as it takes.
Will you guys ever stop?
No, because we are Albanians, we are Balkans, and Balkans are very stubborn people, and especially when we are protesting for our own rights.